Saturday I covered this, but ended up taking the video down for a couple of reasons. But I'm going to cover it again, and I'm going to tell you why. Because nobody's covering it, except for Tipster, who did a long thread on Twitter Saturday. So I want to give him credit. And then there's the actual video from the channel that busted this guy, and I'll link that in the description. I'll link the channel as well as Tipster's channel. But there's something funny here going on. There's no video game outlets covering this, and I think that that's rather strange considering they'll cover stuff like that Harry Potter guy who got in trouble. I'm going to get more into that in a minute, but let me tell you what happened since I don't have this video up anymore. So a few days ago, George Cacioppo, who is the senior vice president of PlayStation Network, that's basically the online service for PSN, or for PlayStation. When you get on there, you buy games, all that stuff. So allegedly, this gentleman, who's pretty high up at Sony, I would say he's kind of a big deal with them, considering he helps run the area where they make all of their money, because digital games are a big thing. He was busted trying to hook up with a 15-year-old. Pretty disgusting. And I have to say allegedly, because there's no actual criminal charges yet, but I'd say they're likely coming. And there's a lot of evidence here that this man was doing this. The chat logs have been released. You can see the guy pinged. He went on Grindr and pinged his location, his GPS location, and was told multiple times by the person that was contacting him that they were 15. I don't think they are. They said they were 15, so he knowingly thought he was hooking up with a 15-year-old, which is pretty disgusting. As you would say, he was caught in 32K. Pretty sick shit, man. Pretty disgusting stuff. There's a full video. Here's some of it right here of them walking up, and this guy, they said in the credits, hey, we want to see you outside. Will you be outside, and will you wait for us? And here he was outside waiting for the person in a PS5 shirt, no less. It doesn't really get any worse than that. Okay, now you would think games media would be all over this and talking about it and saying, oh my God, what's going on? But CNET talked about it. And he was fired, by the way. Statement from Sony PlayStation. They fired him. So you would think that there would be coverage on that. I mean, this isn't like some nobody. This is the vice president of PlayStation Network. And I got to give credit to Kotaku, who actually covered it, unlike some other outfits or outlets like IGN, who said they never heard of the guy. IGN apparently has never heard of this guy. The Josh says on Twitter, Dan Stapleton, your ego-stroking challenge to prove review corruption pales in comparison to not one outlet condemning George Cacioppo. This is corruption in the highest form. Weak outlets that can't bite the hand that feeds them. Do your damn jobs. It's pathetic, IGN. And he comes in and says, never heard of him. I bet that's why you aren't seeing anyone cover it. It's a guy no one knows being implicated for crimes unrelated to his job. If Sony turned out to have known and protected him, or if he'd used his position to do it, that would be game industry news. It is game industry news because he works in the game industry. That's why Kotaku covered it. But IGN wouldn't dare do that. For some reason, I have more respect for Kotaku now than I do IGN. And it's funny. what he's saying here. Okay? And I want to tell you why this is funny. Now, Sophia Narwitz posted this. Dan Stapleton of IGN doesn't think a high-ranking Sony employee being outed as a pedo is newsworthy. Meanwhile, the gaming media turned tweets, videos, and donations into a week-long outrage cycle during 2021. Movies which pushed those involved out of the industry. Those moves pushed people out of the industry. So this is his tweet. And then she points out this. Remember that Hogwarts Legacy guy? He was the lead designer for the upcoming Hogwarts Legacy game. It ended up, 10 or so years ago, before he got this job in the industry, he made videos criticizing Anita Sarkeesian. IGN and several other outlets went after him and got him kicked out of the industry. They'll report on that. Some anti-SJW who works in the games industry, oh, we got to report on that. But when it comes to a guy doing actual dirty-ass shit, oh, that's a little bit different. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to cover that up. Now, that should tell you everything that you need to know about the gaming industry. IGN, all of these outlets. PC Gamer, they haven't covered this. Five Nights at Freddy creator retires amid controversy over political donations. So that guy, he got roasted by everybody in the games industry because he had support for Donald Trump. Got to get him out. Let's make sure we cover that for weeks. Tripwire CEO out 53 hours after tweeting his opinions on Texas abortion law. That guy's got to get reported on and kicked out. But when it comes to this man, IGN, all these other outlets, silent, nothing to say. And if that doesn't tell you how fucked up the games industry is, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. This guy is evil. IGN, where you at? Where are you? Anyway, that's pretty much it. I'd like to hear what your guys' thoughts are on all of this. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.